work fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. They're gonna blitz. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Cut. 180. Rabbit. DC. Pilot, 64, weak. Check. Turbo, check.
Now a handoff looking right. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hold on. Check. 61, matchbox, right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Goff now looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check back. Switch. Then we're going to 53.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
47.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go.
Now gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mostert. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Come on, come on. Check Mike, man, Here we go, 46. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right 20. Ric Flair. Check 99.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Maverick. Like 10. It's a party.
Back to throw. Goff. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come get some. Come on. Here,
Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Hilton. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Prescott down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
After the sack on first down, Prescott going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is Mostert. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Prescott from the gun on third. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 26-yard line.
Come on, 180. just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 7. Goff. They go screen. This is Ingram. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight left. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Maverick.
This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. On 1st down, Ball. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
DC.
Out of the gun. Goff. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll have a first down past the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
And he's got this down to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
All day, every day, any day.
Now it's gone. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Time go. 180. Check 43.
From the red zone now, Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field.
A 27-yard
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's Mostert. And an alley to run. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
53 at the mic. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the catch made by Hilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. He's got Jack Doyle. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run it with Mack. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Mostert, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 38, Goff. This will be caught by Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Complete to Hilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Prescott. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Now Prescott on 4th down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. First down, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Let's go. Go, get out there.
3rd and long for Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tony Jefferson in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Prescott to throw on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Goff. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football. But not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
Houston on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.